Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and this is Heart in Hand Creations and Events. Welcome back guys. Today guys, I'm going to turn an old storage ottoman into a tufted storage ottoman. If you want to see how that turns out, stay tuned and stay tuned for my special announcement. And here are the tools we'll be using. I have gloves, a hammer, and a screwdriver. I have a yardstick, some cushions, felt cushions, some screws which I never used. I have the vinyl material there, or faux leather. I have 4 1-inch 16 by 16 foam pads. I have the batting there, and here we have the storage container or the storage ottoman. And this is the inside, which I will be removing the lining to replace, and I will be also removing some of these loose staples that are sticking up, as you see there. So I started off by cutting out the lining just enough to get it out of the container or the storage container, so that I can keep it as a pattern to make a new one. And I broke the bottom of the ottoman when I pulled the material, which was glued in. So I made another bottom piece out of this strong cardboard. There we go. I put 2 pieces in to make sure it'll be strong. Right here I'm using a screwdriver to lift off the feet of the ottoman, off the bottom of the ottoman. Uh-oh. Later on, you'll see I put the cushions, those felt cushions on them. Right here, I'm preparing the material to be cut and measured. Here's the foam that I'll be using, 16 by 16. Right here I'm showing you the hot glue gun because that's what I use to put the foam on the sides of the ottoman, because this spray from the Dollar Tree adhesive spray didn't work. It seemed like the wood just sucked that glue up. So here I am measuring where I want to do the stapling to create the tufted look or tufted look. And because it's 16 by 16, I'm measuring out 4 inches apart to make 9 areas to be stapled, which I had already done on the other 3 pieces of foam. I also did the same thing for the lid, so I did 5 pieces. I was being generous with the glue. Make sure you line it up good, guys, if you try this on your own. And here I press it down, the foam, to make sure that the glue adheres very well to both pieces. Here I speed it up some so that you can see me do the whole process of gluing the foam pieces to the ottoman. After I was done putting the foam on the ottoman, then I added the foam to the lid. Here guys, you see I'm pulling the foam out because I already began to make notches around those marked places where the staples will be going. And I use scissors, and I also used a scalpel, and I found the scalpel to work better. And the scissors and scalpels is to make the cuts, to make the holes. And there you see I'm showing you the scalpel, and it was much easier, a smoother process. And I did this to all 5 pieces of the foam. Right here you see me gluing the piece of board back to the bottom of the ottoman. Now this is where I put the batting on. This is where I cut it down to fit. And you know guys, later in the video you'll see that this is what I should have done when it was time to cut the material out for that, the outer material, because I didn't have enough to cover it, so I had to wind up adding a piece, and I'll show you how that turned out as we go along. And here you see me stapling down the batting. I did this for the top and bottom. There you go. Okay. Next step, I'll be doing the same thing to the lid, applying the batting. All done. The next step, guys, I went ahead and used this material here, which is muslin, 100% cotton, and I made another lining. I used the old lining as the pattern. I just folded down the edge to make it nice and neat, and that's where I'll be stapling. Now for the inside, I stapled it at the seam against the edge of the inside of the ottoman, and that's how it turned out. It's nice and firm. And so you see me fold down the edges around the top to give it a neat finished look, and that will be stapled in place. And that's how the inside lining turned out once it was put in. Now here we go with adding the material to the ottoman. I was nervous with this part because, guys, this is the first time that I'm making or doing this ottoman or doing this tufted period. This is my first go at it. So it almost felt like I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew what I was doing. Right here, after I stapled to reinforce the material, I felt for went underneath the material to feel for the hole so that I could begin to staple those sections that I marked out and cut out early on. Guys, that's an old stapler that I have there, and believe me, that thing was giving me some work. All right, this is what we have going on so far, guys. Right here is where I show you that the material was short. I should have measured the material after the foam was placed, like the way I did the batting. But that's okay. You'll see how I worked it out. All I did was take extra piece of material. I folded down the top for about 1 inch. And then I lined it up right over top of the piece that's already in place, as you see here. And I lined up that seam with the middle staple. Did the same thing here. Made sure that that seam was right in the middle where the staple goes. And there we have it. And I just continued to staple to create the tufted look. And right here, guys, is where I cut out the extra piece of material that I need to make up for the miscalculations that I had in the beginning. I just eyeballed it. I didn't measure anything for this part. Right here, you see me stapling the material in place right on the edge of the corner of the ottoman. Then I take the piece that was added on, I fold that into a seam right over top of the staples, and I staple that in place. Oh yeah, guys, some of the stapling I had to use a hammer afterwards to make sure that everything is nice and secure. After securing the material on the bottom of the ottoman, I did the same thing to the top of the ottoman. Once the excess material was cut away, I proceeded to reinforce and staple down the material. Here you see me reinforcing the staples, and right here is where I finish up the lid to the ottoman. Here it is all completed. It's looking pretty good, guys. For a first timer, not bad. And right here is where I'm going to create a trim to go over top of the area where the staples are on the side of the ottoman. And as you see here, I have a piece of material measured out that I fold over twice. And once the seam is done, I apply that to the area that is going to go on, and I also staple it in place at the ends. Once my trim is complete, I measure it up or line it up over top of the staples where it's going to go, and then I proceed to apply the hot glue. And once the hot glue is applied, I put the trim in place, and then I reinforce the trim with staples at both ends of the ottoman. And this is how it turned out, guys. I should have did this on all 4 sides, but I was anxious to see what it looked like once it was completed. once the trim was in place, I put the feet back on, and before I did that, I applied these felt cushions. And this is to protect the floor or the surface that the Ottoman sits on. Then once I did that, I applied the gems. And this is what the gems look like. They're adhesive. But I used the Gorilla Hot Glue to put the gems in place. Yeah, guys, I think I should also mention, to have a way stronger hold than hot glue, use something like liquid nail or epoxy glue, or something that has a more super permanent hold, because hot glue is definitely not going to be that. Look at that. It's cute already. Once I finished applying the gems on all 4 sides, this is when we have the finished result. And it is so cute. I think it turned out beautiful, guys. Look at the sparkle. It's not too much sparkle, but it's just enough. Sometimes a little says a lot. And I think it says cute and quaint. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. This storage ottoman is a great way to store a small pillow and maybe 2 throw blankets. And hey guys, did you know that I am doing a giveaway once I hit 500 subscribers? Yeah, go check out my video, 500 subscribers countdown giveaway. The link will be in the description box below, and that is where you can get all the details on how to enter this giveaway. Yes, guys. By the time this video comes out, I will have hit 500 subscribers, and that is when we will make this giveaway official. I will go over the entry rules again, and it's only 2 things you have to do, and that is to share my videos and comment on a current video what your favorite video is and why it's your favorite video. And yep, so we will go over all of that in the next video, guys. Thank you so much for all of you who have subscribed to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, I am halfway to 1,000. Once I make 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing another giveaway, and it'll be a double bubble. So guys, stay tuned for my next video. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, give me a thumbs up for a like. Share, guys, share, 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 because sharing is caring. And don't forget to comment on the content in my video today, and hit that notification bell so that you will know when the next video comes up, which will be the official start of the giveaway. All right, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.